Brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lekter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the cabin, and for the first time in a few days, I feel normal.
My goodness.
Well, not normal. What's normal anyway, Ollie? Why do we always strive to be normal? Is that why we just conform to everything? Is this why we need to be try to outpace our neighbors and how many toys we have and how many cars we can buy and how many homes we can own and clothes? Who wants to wear underwear? Nobody. I'm not wearing pants. Are you wearing pants? Who's wearing pants?
I forgot the definition of pants in Canada for a second there. I was there was a genuine struggle in my house to find clean underwear this morning, but I got there in the end.
Oh, good.
So is that normal?
Yes, I think so. For a person as busy as you or as busy as I think every once in a while you just you lose count in your head. Right.
Eventually, after about 7 minutes, I found a pair lingering. I was like, ha ha ha! Ha! There you are.
At the bottom of the pile. I knew you were clean.
Come over here. Yep.
Come.
Yep.
I want to stay here with my dirty friends. Get out of here.
Exactly. They were very reluctant, but they're on now.
Oh, good. Your underwear, against its will, is on your body. Yes, the definition of pants in Canada is pants.
Trousers, whatever.
And in the UK, trousers are pants. But in the UK, pants are underwear, is that right?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. I'm
so then
confused.
what are underpants?
Underpants are underwear.
Okay. But
pants are trousers.
Pants are trousers. Okay, but pants don't mean something else?
Pants means underwear. I feel like we're getting...
Oh, pants does mean...
But
underpants is also underwear.
Can this intro just end and get me out of this mess?
Probably.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
Ollie, it's time to stop faxing. It's time to put a kibosh on the fax trolla. Wouldn't you say?
I think it's fair to say roughly half of the workforce, if not more, has no clue how to operate a fax machine.
Why would you?
At all.
Why would you? It came into fashion in the 60s. We haven't needed them for a good 20 years.
Yeah.
A good 20 years. Once you could print out an email, that's pretty much it.
I have never owned a fax machine. I feel like it was probably maybe 8 or 9 years ago the last time I was forced to try to operate one.
What? A fax machine, yeah.
To the best of my knowledge, I have never successfully sent a fax first go on my own.
Well, isn't it supposed to send you back something that says it made it?
I have no idea. Is it?
Yeah.
You type in the number and you press go, and it sort of looks at you like, is that... Oh,
but
you think I'm just going to send that to you? Like, yes.
You can have it set up to print out a confirmation page.
Okay, well, look at you.
Which is just another waste of a piece of paper that comes back with a scan of what you did, and it says confirmed. It's fairly useless.
So your generation knows how to do these things, but it's just...
I'm 2 years older than you.
It's just something that I didn't grow up with. However, if you go look on our Cabin Radio homepage, the reason we're talking about this is that the Privacy Commissioner of the NWT has questioned why the Health Authority feels the need to continue sending faxes when they are a significant source of misdirected medical records, because people just fax medical records to the wrong person.
Right. They just punch in the wrong number or the wrong extension because they're like 8 numbers long. I love it when I call GNWT employees and they're like, or just you could give me this number, or it's this number, extension, Great.
Yeah, it's 5-digit extensions. It's a big place. Anyway,
I've seen 7.
Really? Oh, look at you go. Anyway, faxes famously turned up at the CBC's Yellowknife newsroom twice, in 2010 and 2012.
Yeah.
They accidentally faxed medical records to the CBC, which is unfortunate. And
or genius.
Well, so the defense for this from the Health Authority is there are still times when a fax is the best option. And those times are, for example...
Those times are 1994, 1995,
very good,
and 1996.
That was good. I'll give you that. However, the times would include when you're getting information sent back from down south.
Yes. Where
sometimes, because those connections are already established, it's going to be quicker than somebody having to go and figure out a different territory's email system and where they're supposed to be sending this thing. So if Alberta needs to send something back to the territory, sometimes apparently fax is still the best way to go to make sure it gets there relatively swiftly to the right people.
That makes no sense.
I'm presenting the argument.
I know.
And there are other instances. He said frantically going back to read his own article. Well, it's actually Sarah's article from Fort Smith because I like the reasons why this is actually a thing escape me. Here we go. Okay, so right. Thanks. So this sentence. Faxes are also used in the event of, quote, an absence of other means of timely communication. So if all all the owls are dead, then you can use a fax.
And the internet is down, which does happen, absolutely. And all the pigeons are dead. The ravens have absconded. So it's used in really quick situations or in a situation where there is no other choice.
Or zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Now, the good news is, I realize you're all out there thinking, well, how on earth is everything supposed to function by fax? It sounds like people are dialing the wrong numbers. There is a document entitled Guidelines for Sending Patient-Client Information by Facsimile, which basically, I'm going to read out what they say, and then I'm going to translate for you.
And it was written in the 80s.
It covers verification requirements of pre-programmed numbers, logging faxing activity, directions for urgent faxing, verifying receipt of faxes, and how to use a fax cover sheet. In other words, it is a guide for millennials as to... It's the instruction manual.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. It's how to send a fax.
Cabin Radio's Morning Show podcast. All the best chat, none of the embarrassing mistakes.
What do you got?
Jesse, we had a nice little article written about us the other day.
We did, very nicely.
Jessica Davies-Quantick, who is a friend of the cabin, has appeared on the morning show several times.
Friend of the show.
More commonly known, JDQ.
JDQ.
Yeah, wrote a nice little article about us, interviewed Ollie and Shannon about everything that is cabin radio from start to now.
It's nice that Ollie and Shannon's radio station is coming along.
It's flourishing. Come on, we didn't want you or me behind that article.
Oh, come on now. I could have come up with some tasty
We want
quotes.
people to like us. That's what it comes down to at the end.
Oh, fair enough. I would have been too truthful, too real. That's what happened.
Yeah, she wrote a nice article about us in JSource, which is a journalism magazine. Is it a magazine or just a internet publication? I don't actually even know. But you can check it out.
Yeah,
Google Cabin Radio on JSource or just go to cabinradio.ca. You can read it there. She shared something on Facebook yesterday that I thought was pretty funny, and I wanted to run it by you and test your knowledge. You're the movie guy.
I am.
Certainly on our trivia team at Elks Pub Stumpers. Any movie question, any TV question goes right to Jesse.
I have seen movies.
So she shared an article titled Women Share the Biggest Mistakes Male Authors Make with Female Characters.
Oh.
Now, it says authors, but I assume this translates to,
Screenwriters,
that sort of thing.
All right.
So I'll throw a few at you here and see what you think.
Okay.
Dear men writers.
Yes.
High-heeled shoes don't become flats if you break the heels off.
Now, wait a second. Right off the bat, I feel like they do. I feel like if you just rip those bad boys off of there, you got flats. That's the privilege you have with your shoes, ladies.
Practicality would indicate, but apparently not the case.
Just like if I put a couple of blocks of wood on my shoes, instantly they're platforms.
That's right. You're a little bit taller now.
Yeah.
Second, the posts of earrings are not sharp.
The posts?
Yeah.
The posts of earrings?
Yeah, the part that goes like on the
like the protect,
your lobe.
like the thing that it like the
Yeah, they're not sharp.
Are they what?
Are you aware of that?
Have there ever been times where they were sharp?
No.
Okay.
Never.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Nail polish takes a long time to dry and smudges when wet.
That's true.
It's not instant dry.
No, it's not.
You can't hold in a period like pee.
What? You can't hold
You can't do that.
So you can't just have some sort of run-on sentence? Can't hold in a period like pee. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
You clear on that one? Okay. Next, inserting a tampon is not arousing or sexual in any way ever.
This is breakfast talk.
I don't know who made that mistake.
I don't know.
What kind of idiot writer was allowed to write something that stated otherwise?
Anyway, toast.
Next, bras leave red marks on the skin under and around boobs, and it is a magical experience when taking them off.
Oh, okay. So it's so what the problem being there with writers that they think that like the bra is just like super comfy and
there's no flawless.
And there's like a lot of utility
to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Makeup can take anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes, depending on how skilled you are. I feel like that maybe is not portrayed the worst.
I feel like if women just wore their makeup all the time, it wouldn't really be a problem. You know what I mean? Like then we wouldn't have these times where like where men are writing because they're confused as to like why you don't just wear your makeup the entire day and just leave it on and it doesn't smudge or run or anything. You just kind of have to correct it rather than like redoing the whole thing. I mean, really? Is that
what else we got here?
Is that what we're going for?
Waxing hurts and leaves red skin for a while afterwards while shaving.
I can attest to that.
You can attest to that?
I can attest to the waxing.
Pantyhose, tights, leggings, and stockings are all different. They're not all the same thing.
Okay, all right. Now you're just making stuff up. Now this is just mythology at this point. Like pantyhose, stockings, and tights? Is that what they're saying?
Yes. Yeah. Pantyhose, tights, leggings, and stockings. Not all the same thing. They're all different. Ludicrous. I'll give you two more. Most women can't run in heels unless they have been very worn.
Or broken up, obviously, and made
or
into
broken
flats.
up and made into flats, of course.
Yeah.
And finally, one more. Hair, when wet, sticks to the skin. It no longer flows, idiot.
Wow.
There you go.
Physically, you can't do that. But I mean, who would write that? Her wet hair flowed like what?
Why do I feel like these were all, except for maybe the tampon one, directed at Jurassic Park?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, totally directed at Jurassic Park. I know that like when Phoenix has a shower and she wets her hair is wet for 4 days. There's so much of it. It's just wet forever.
And then she ties it up in a bun, maybe 5 to 6.
Yeah, 5 to 6 days. And then when she takes it out, it just flows, baby.
Just flows.
Well, those are good tips for all you male writers out there who are trying to flesh out those female characters that you've been writing. This really, really strong female character. She's a mother, but she's also tender but tough. And she can kick a lot of ass.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
We were debating the other day, like, how do we address this Christmas music thing?
Oh, I don't know. Play for a couple of days.
It's interesting being a new radio station and navigating these waters for the first time.
There are chorus stations
how do we handle this?
In Edmonton that start the day after Remembrance Day.
Oh, there's ones that, we're advertising it already.
Yeah.
They're like Christmas music 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7. Not advertising. They started 24/7 now.
Yeah.
It's like we're still weeks away.
I mean, 24/7?
I haven't even started my Christmas shopping.
One of it's your buddy's station, The Chuck.
The Chuck, 92.5.
24/7.
Yeah, 24/7.
Ask him how he feels about that 2 weeks from now.
He loves it.
He loves it.
He loves it.
Okay.
That friend of mine is one of the most positive people I've ever met in my life.
Sickening.
Yeah, well, in person, like when we're talking private,
on the air,
nothing but darkness. But no, he really loves it. He'll get behind it and just he'll pump it up.
He's got to. It's part of his job.
It is part of his job, but he does like it. He's a Christmas guy.
We're allowed to dissent here.
Yeah, we are. We are allowed to dissent. The Dream Academy, Life in a Northern Town, is a poor song.
Ooh.
Just kidding,
you just
Ollie.
hear Ollie grinding his teeth.
Oh, he is grinding something. So yeah, I think for us, and we'll take advice or suggestions from the audience. 867-675-0100. You want to call the rant line? Let us know when we should start playing Christmas music.
Right.
And we will. I think for a couple of days at least, do 24 hours.
Unless your suggestion is not very good, just like our request.
Well, no, but I'm saying
policy.
no. We'll do 24 hours at least.
24,
like solid hours.
But when?
I don't know.
When do you start that? Christmas
Day?
That seems late.
Does it?
A little bit.
Is it weird that Christmas is over on Christmas Day? It's
yeah,
like, well,
essentially, yeah.
Like by noon, you're like, well, whatever.
I'm sure we'll be running like some Christmas specials or something. We've had a couple people who have reached out to us and been like, "Hey, I want to do a Christmas show." It's like, all right, yeah,
sure.
But we're getting to that.
I think so.
Still got some time to go, but yeah, I assume we'll have some Christmas specials running on rotation.
Let's start peppering them in.
Yeah.
On the 12 days of Christmas.
Send us your favorite versions though.
So December 13th.
Yeah.
Start peppering them in.
The fun thing about Christmas songs is that there's only like 10 of them.
There's 10 of them. There's 10 of them. So if you're doing 24 hours of Christmas music, you're hearing 18 different versions of those great songs.
But there's so many different and good versions of all these Christmas songs from different artists, and a lot that most of us probably haven't even heard of.
That's
just
true.
Because there are so many artists that have these different versions of songs, and we can't possibly be expected to keep up with all of them.
I mean, I just can't wait to hear Michael Bublé emerge from his cave
once
again, start singing Christmas.
Where have you been, Michael?
Just really being really creative with phrasing,
yes.
and just trying to just kind of navigate the song with him as he discovers new inflections to every note that he's ever sung.
New syllables.
Yeah,
syllables. It's always an adventure with Bublé.
Yep. No, it's great. It's great. So I think if we'll hear some suggestions from you guys, but also call the rant line, let us know. But I think around the 12 days of Christmas, right?
We'll figure it out.
That's what it's only supposed to be.
I like that though.
There should only be 12 days of Christmas.
I think there are.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You put up
27 days of Christmas.
You put up your decorations on the 12th day, and on Christmas Day you take them all down. We forget it all ever happened.
Well, we don't know what's happening if there's no decorations, right?
I know. What is going on right now? What time of year is it? It's just dark and cold. Welcome to Mornings at the Cabin, where it's warm and toasty.
Mailbox at cabinradio.ca. Start sending us your Christmas song suggestions.
Do it.
And we'll start compiling. It's going to get hectic.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Goodney Johannesson.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Probably it.
He's the president of Iceland. And apparently in February 2017, he went to a local school, high school, and was asked about his thoughts on pineapple on pizza.
It's delicious.
Hard-hitting stuff.
Delicious.
He said he was fundamentally opposed to the fruit topping.
Wow.
And not only that, he would like to ban it.
Ban it?
Yeah.
Why?
He just hates it.
I wonder if it has something to do with Iceland kind of wanting to be maybe not wanting to bring in pineapple.
Notice me.
Hello.
I'm saying controversial things.
I'm Iceland. No, well, actually, Iceland's getting noticed too much to the point where their tourism industry is going to collapse.
Tourism
is saturated.
Is booming.
Yeah. Well, it's not though anymore.
It is.
No, it's flattened out.
No.
It's gotten too expensive. People are going elsewhere.
Well, it's too expensive. That's very true.
Okay. So, I wonder if that's maybe about them not wanting to bring in pineapple. Because I mean, one of the things that we could do, food wise, especially up here, since we have there's very little food security, especially in the higher reaches of the north,
right.
is to grow our own, not necessarily bring it in stuff. I like a good piece of avocado toast, but. I know where those avocados come. Those avocados are coming from Mexico or Ecuador,
right.
And the amount of energy and waste that's needed just to bring up some avocados is insane. So I wonder if it's maybe about that, or maybe, just maybe, he hates Canada.
I have a feeling it was a comment in jest.
Oh, I don't know. That sounds like something he'd say seriously.
It kind of blew up. Apparently, again. I this is the first time hearing about this, but apparently it kind of blew up on Twitter so far as that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau weighed in at the time, saying that he declared himself a member of #Team Pineapple and stated his support for this, quote, delicious southwestern Ontario creation.
Well, now we know it's going to fail because Giggly Bits there is
Giggly Bits
put his name on it.
Did you know that that the pineapple on pizza was created in Ontario?
I didn't know it was Ontario, but I did know it was Canadian.
Apparently,
so that's why I'm saying the Icelandic president is very subtly going to war with Canada.
It seems that way. Yeah. The creator's name was Evan Panopoulos.
Evan Pineapoulos.
He actually just died last year, unfortunately. June 2017, at the age of 82, but not before firing back at Iceland and basically saying,
your country's small, and it's just really small. It's just on an island, and you don't even count.
That was a direct quote, actually. No, he said something like, I started creating this when I was a young man, and I think he's a lot younger than I am. So you know, that was...
So you know what? I'm just going to let let baby have his bottle.
That's right.
And yeah, band it up.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca.